What's going on, everyone? Atomic, Willie, that's everyone in here. Atomic and Willie, how's everyone's day going? How are your guys' day going so far? How is your guys' day going so far? I don't know why I can't talk. Bro, I swear to God. Please, no lines. There we go. Sin of the day, Latafa Dynasty. Sin of the day, Eros Flame. Now I want to wear Eros Flame tomorrow. I don't know. I just got that Dynasty and it's fire. What is Dynasty? I'm assuming it's it's a Latafa. I'm assuming it's probably a clone. What does it smell like? And then obviously, if it's a clone, what is it cloning? As far as Eros Flame, I can speak on Eros Flame. I own Eros Flame. Eros Flame, great fragrance. Really, really nice, kind of spicy, citrusy rose, woody fragrance with a nice vanilla. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with Eros Flame. You can dress it up, dress it down. It's such a good option. Uh, is it Jade or Jade? Never mind. That was gonna be dumb. I'm pretty sure it's Jade. If it's not, please correct me. What's good? Son of the day is a Haroff Coco Loco. I really want to try Coco Loco. I also really wanted Sunkissed Island. Now, of course, it is already sold out, and they're just doing one batch of it. So I don't think I'll be able to get my hands on Sunkissed Island, but I do want to try Coco Loco. I love coconut. That's my favorite note. There's coconut in these two city rhythms that I have. There's coconut in Rasasi Huas Tropical, Coconut Lagoon, and I'm constantly trying to find more coconut fragrances. Clive Christian Red Tea, Vetiver Clone. What does it smell like though? Wait, red tea. So is it like a spicy tea or what? Jason or Jay, whichever. Oh, I'll just say Jason. I'll say Jason. But yeah, what is everybody's fragrance of the day today? My fragrance of the day today is Calvin Klein's Eternity Air. This is a good, cheap fragrance. It kind of flies under the radar. I don't see a lot of people talking about this one. Eternity Air, it kind of smells like a fusion between like Jimmy Choo Man EDT, Gucci Guilty Black, and like Calvin Klein Eternity. It's a pretty good fragrance. You get some woodsy notes, you get some kind of peppery notes, and there has to be like pineapple leaf or pineapple, something like that, because there is this kind of sour citrus that I kind of get, which kind of reminds me of pineapple. I don't know why YouTube. Oh, okay. See, Jason, that's what I thought it was, and as soon as you said Jay or Jason, LOL, then I immediately like clicked in my head. Jason, how are you doing? We got hella lurkers in here. We do. Do you speak Spanish? No. Selena, what's going on? Alberto, what's going on? But yeah, Calvin Klein Eternity Air, pretty good cheap fragrance. If you see it at like your local racks, I'd say pick it up. I believe I paid like $25 for this 100 ml, and it's just kind of a unique fragrance, especially from a brand like Calvin Klein, which really doesn't do a lot of unique stuff. See, we should do some fragrance battles. Should we do fragrance battles? Uncommon scents. Let's see. What are some uncommon ones I have in my collection? This one's pretty uncommon. 1, 2. Okay, here are just two that immediately came to mind. One of these is just kind of like uncommon. I've only had one person on YouTube say that they've like heard about this fragrance, and it was someone who ended up having it. Cadillac Cowboy is an unknown fragrance in my collection, and it's predominantly just like a green kind of clean sort of fragrance. It smells pretty good. And it's a cologne concentration, but it lasts a long time on my skin. It actually projects pretty well. It's just like a nice clean green sort of fragrance. But one that's actually an uncommon scent, something that's an uncommon scent wise would be, I'd say something like Paris Corner Tiramisu Speculoos, because it really does do a good job. They do a good job turning, they do a good job making this fragrance smell like a tiramisu. So kind of more of an uncommon scent because, it is trying to smell like a tiramisu, but pretty good fragrance. Ain't nothing wrong with being a virgin, dude. I salute you. First of all, Adam, you're kind of gross. So obviously I'm not going to talk about if I am or if I'm not, but I'm a minor. I would hope you're not an adult coming in talking about a minor being a virgin or not being a virgin. So Adam, kind of an interesting dude. Um, I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. Slightly aromatic tea with a little citrus. I feel like that could be good. Something that kind of reminds me of City Rhythm Manhattan. That's almost what that reminds me of because Manhattan, that was predominantly a powdery tea sort of fragrance. And then you did get this nice little citrusy vibe in there, which that was a really good fragrance. I want to try more tea fragrances because I have Full House, which just has a Chinese black tea note. Imagination has a tea note. This is a clone of it. It does a good job replicating Imagination. But the tea note is there for sure in here. And it does give it like this nice, as dumb as it sounds, it gives it this nice tea vibe. Manhattan was like a tea bomb. And part of me kind of regrets trading it. I can't remember if I traded that one or if I sold it, but Manhattan was a good one. That's a great tea one if you guys are looking for one. Hello, greetings from Venezuela. Alexander, what's going on? Greetings from America. Kaka, what is going on? How's your day going so far? Let's see. Let's do some fragrance battles. That's not where that goes. Let's see. We're going to do like hyped up fragrances. We're not going to do a full one. I think we're just going to do a short little 8-round fragrance battle. Or 8 fragrance battle. What are these? These are all colognes. So, personally, me, since I'm a guy, I wear cologne. I can talk a little bit about perfume if that's what you, wear. But yeah, predominantly just talk about cologne. Thanks for the shout out. Is that all you? If you're asking if this is like my whole collection or just what I collect, yes. That's what I do here on this channel. I collect and review fragrances. Tried the Blue Spice Imagination clone. Honestly, Dynasty far better than Imagination DNA. Tried the Blue Spice Imagination clone. Wait, Blue Spice Imagination clone. Dynasty is far better. Interesting. There's more Imagination clones that I want to try. I've never heard of. Is it literally called Blue Spice? Because the only one Blue Spice I know it's like Collage, but that one, from my understanding, that one isn't a Imagination clone. That one's a Blue Talisman clone. Cool, nice. Hey, what up, man? Damn, on the way to 5K. Congratulations, Callie. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. But yeah, Willie. From my understanding, I was under the impression that the Blue Spice was a Blue Talisman clone, but I have no clue. I've never tried it. I've been thinking about getting it, especially after I've kind of dipped my toes into Collage, but super good. It's not a good Imagination clone, but it's an Imagination clone. Interesting. Yeah, because I swear, Willie, every time I've seen that, I've seen a lot of people saying it's Blue Talisman. Nothing like Blue Talisman. Interesting, because I don't know, unless I'm just thinking of some random one and it's coming in my brain. I could have sworn I've seen some people say it. Way too soapy. Yeah, like Blue Talisman, it's still a clean fragrance, but it doesn't have like a soapy clean vibe. To me, Blue Talisman is more of like a kind of like a floral laundry detergent opposed to like a soapy clean vibe. It's more of like a clean laundry vibe. Blue Talisman was solid. My buddy had like a 10 ml decant and it smelled nice. It didn't really like last crazy long, project crazy, but it was a nice scent for sure. I would like to get a clone of Blue Talisman. Either I want to get the original Othnon Tarathi Blue, so I might as well get Electric at that point. But I also want to get Art of Universe, which is also a Blue Talisman clone. Anyone in here who has Art of Universe or Othnon Tarathi Electric, let me know your thoughts on them, if anyone in here has them. Or if you guys know of any other good Blue Talisman clones I should be looking out for. 1, 2, 1. Let's see. Do I want to do 1 million? I do want to do this. What's good, Micah? You tried Blue Word? I have not. No, another Blue Tasman clone. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I've been meant to just take a screenshot. I just turned off my phone. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because I'm trying to look. You know, I'm trying to look and I'm trying to keep my options open for a clone. My dad has Art of Universe. Personally, not a fan. What don't you enjoy about it? What's up, Micah? Son of the day, Udmar Kuja, Diego. What's going on? Udmar Kuja seems nice. I want to try to clone of that one, and I want to try a clone of Hibiscus Mahajad. Today's son of the day, solid cheapie, Calvin Klein, Eternity Air, kind of different than your average Calvin Klein. Eternity has kind of like a sour pineapple note, some sort of sour citrusy note in there, but it's a good fragrance. Oh God. Bro, what else might... Let's see. Let's do Kamarkawa. What else should I do? Bro, this is low-key hard. I can't think. Azur Oud. I'm going to need a screenshot of that one, too. Struggle with a lot of blue fragrances. Oh, gotcha. It just doesn't work on your skin. On your dad's skin, do you think it smells nice, or does it still have that, like, kind of weird smell to you? Let's see. We can do Kite Alpha Song. Bang. Okay, this isn't going to be the best one I've ever done, but it's okay. I insist. But we got 8 fragrances, so we can do a little 8 fragrance battle. Willie, as this dries down like completion. Whoa. Willie, as this dries down like completely, you still get that passion fruit, but you pick up more on the leather for sure. Diego, did you get the goods? See, I want to try some passion fruit fragrances. There was one this person said the other day. I can't remember what it was, but they said it had like passion fruit. That was like really prominent in it. It sounded like it would be so good. True Word is like 20 USD right now. I will check that one out. Santilo, thank you. Smells fine, very mass appealing, just not my thing. Gotcha. What's happening, young man? Chief of DC, not much. What about you? I gotta say. Wait, you were the one who gave me that layer. Yeah, you were the one who gave me that layering combo. I gotta say, Chief of DC, this freaking layering combo right here worked magic for me. I got at least 2 compliments. That's what I've been saying. I got at least 2 compliments because I had 2 people kind of like pause, like kind of stop me, and they're like, hey, what are you wearing? It smells good. So I had 2 people say that, but I had multiple people kind of buzzing around me saying that I smelled good all throughout the day. If you guys have both of these fragrances, Fakar Black and Hawas Ice, even if you don't have Fakar Black, you can switch it out with like YSLY or another clone of YSLY. But if you have something with the Y DNA and like Rasasi Hawas Ice, layer them together because a compliment magnet. And it was cooler when I was wearing this as well. I wasn't expecting it to be as strong and grab as much attention as this did because these are predominantly like warmer weather fragrances. But Chief of DC, great layering combo. For anyone who wants a good layering combo, try this. But I'm going to definitely be pulling this one out again, especially for school because... dude, it was so good for school. So, Chief of DC, great job coming up with that one. Try Atlas. Ooh, I don't have Atlas. Do you have Dynasty, Diego? Micah Montal, Black Oud comes in Tuesday. Ooh, what's that one supposed to smell like? By far the best tea frag you've ever tried. Don't really try the OG. Red tea. It's a must buy for me. Really, Beauty House be lagging with my order. Yo, freaking UPS has been giving King Fragrance trouble, dude. The past like 2 fragrances he got, which he explained this in his video. But bro, the past 2 fragrances he ordered, the first one when he got, bro, they like were just shitting around for like a week, and they kept saying that like they tried to deliver it to him. And they never tried to deliver it to him. And eventually, after like a week, he got it. And then when his Sunkissed Island came in, they said that they tried to deliver it to him when they never tried to knock on his door. And he told me he had to chase the UPS dude down the road to get his package. So, y'all, UPS be freaking trolling sometimes. You guys have you guys had any bad experiences with like UPS, USPS, FedEx, Amazon, anything like that with fragrances? Play around with the amount of sprays and where you apply them on your body and or clothes. I mean, I'm gonna say that was like that. I think the way I did it, I did one spray of Hawas Ice on the front and back of the neck, and then I did one on each side, and then I did one on the shirt. I think if anything, I may throw on like another spray on the shirt, or maybe if I do a spray on the shirt, then do like a spray on my like not even my wrist, probably on like my elbows or something, and like dab them in with each other. I think if anything, I'd maybe throw in like one more spray. But dude, that was such a good layering combo. Haven't smelled Dynasty to answer your question. Never used Beauty House. Ordered Rayhan Tiger and Terra. I really want to try Rayhan Tiger. Is there a difference between Rayhan Tiger, the normal one, and the Cal Cologne edition? Or are they the same fragrances? Because that's always confused me. I've never understood if there was like a special, like a different change with the Cal Cologne edition. Because isn't the original Rayhan Tiger Ultramall clone, and then isn't Cal Cologne edition Halfetti? Rayhan Tiger's the same, it's just the text. Oh, okay, because I know Rayhan they have a pretty good and pretty popular Ultramall clone, so I didn't know if that's what it was, and like the Cal Cologne edition was Rayhan Lion, gotcha. That would make sense why I had them confused, because Lion and Tiger. Gotcha, Diego. I appreciate that. I want to try. I want to try Halfetti. Not even Halfetti, but maybe Cal Cologne edition. Maybe Tiger, either Cal Cologne edition or just the normal edition. But I don't know. Halfetti, that DNA's interested me. Halfetti is so nice. Diego, what does it smell like to you? Is it just like a year-round scent? Is it like a cooler weather scent? Is it a spicy green rose? I think I would enjoy that because I'm enjoying more rose fragrances. I'm not gonna say I'm like in love with rose fragrances, but I like a good rose fragrance here and there. So I feel like I would enjoy that one. All right, let's see. First matchup we are gonna be doing is Boss the Scent Magnetic. So these are all fragrances that got a decent amount of hype on TikTok. Hugo Boss the Scent Magnetic, for a while, this one was huge on TikTok. And then Mancera's Instant Crush. I guess this is not even like TikTok fragrances, but just fragrances that got a lot of hype. They all kind of ended up getting a lot of hype on TikTok though. So we have, let's see, let's put this here. We have Hugo Boss the Scent Magnetic, and we have Mancera's Instant Crush. Hugo Boss the Scent Magnetic, you get Maninka, you get Braun, and you get Vanilla Absolute. So it's this nice fruity vanilla sort of fragrance, and it has this kind of oaty grainy vibe, but it's really, really good. And Mancera's Instant Crush, this is a good clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. You get some woods, you get some vanilla, you get some spices, you get some saffron. Both of these fragrances are super good, and they had their spotlight on TikTok, on YouTube, on whatever fragrance social medias for a while. Really good fragrances here, both of them for sure. Bro, what is this person just... We're gonna get this person out of here. All right. Amouage Outlands or Mind Games Prodigy? No, I've never tried anything from Amouage, and I don't have Mind Games Prodigy. I do, however, have a little sample of Mind Games Ruby Lopez right here, and it's this kind of spicy oud with rose. An interesting fragrance. I don't really enjoy it that much, but I need to probably give it like an actual wearing. With leather in the dry down. Instant Crush is nice, but I feel like it doesn't go well with my skin. You think it just kind of tapers off and goes a little too feminine, or what, Diego? I don't know. I love Instant Crush. My girlfriend says, like, I've asked her before, and I asked her this with like a decent amount of my fragrances that are marketed as unisex. I'm like, hey, do you think you would wear this? She said Instant Crush, she wouldn't wear it. So, I don't know. It seems like, to me, this is kind of more masculine. And compared to a lot of the clones that I've tried, it's definitely a little more masculine. But skin chemistry thing. Oh, with the 540 DNA, it's nauseating. Yeah, it's a very sweet, potent DNA for sure. Can you get samples and review those too? Possibly. It just depends though, because I know Amwash is crazy expensive, even for a sample. But yeah, if I order some samples and I see a good deal on them, I possibly could end up getting them. Let's see what you say. Amouage, Outlands, or Mind Games, Prodigy. I feel like if I were to get a sample, I'd probably end up going Amouage, Outlands, because Outlands seems good. And I want to try something from Amouage. My experience with Mind Games isn't that good, so I think if anything, I may get a sample of Amouage Outlands, but I may also get a clone of Amouage Outlands. That's why I don't get BR540. Gets the hype. People understand the DNA doesn't suit them. Exactly, yeah. And I mean, I feel like I feel like the Baccarat Rouge DNA is like, it's not per se a masculine DNA or a feminine DNA. I think it's just more of a youthful DNA. I feel like maybe if you're, a 30, 40-year-old man, you might be a little too old for it. If you're, a 40, 50-year-old woman, you might be a little too old for that DNA. I feel like that DNA is great for the younger crowd. Cedrat Boise, what does it smell like? Cedrat Boise is a clone of Creed Aventus. I've never tried it, but apparently it's this kind of like, kind of smoky, fruity lemon sort of fragrance. I've heard it's good, but yeah, it's supposedly just like a good kind of versatile, woodsy, citrusy DNA. Instant Crush 1, 60% to 40%. So Boss Ascent Magnetic. It's going back to its spot in the collection. Intense Cedrat Boise. I want to try. I want to try in the original Cedrat Boise and the Intense of Cedrat Boise. Here we have Sauvage Elixir going up against Ultramall. I think it's funny. I've seen so much slander on Ultramall. People are like, it's not good. It's just hype, you can't get good compliments with it. Ultramall is my top complimented fragrance of all time. Dior Sauvage Elixir, you get some licorice, you get some lavender, you get some woodsy notes. This is a super, super strong lavender licorice, kind of peppery, woodsy bomb. Super strong, super masculine, great longevity, great projection. This is going to be a good, cool weather signature. You really cannot go wrong with Sauvage Elixir as long as you just don't overspray it. Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall, you get lavender, vanilla, you get some green notes, you get some woodsy notes, you get pear as well. This one is definitely going to be a little more youthful, a little bit more playful, which kind of goes, hand in hand with youthful. A little more youthful, more playful, a little more versatile as well. A lot of people say Ultramall is just a cool weather fragrance, but I think you could wear this one easily. Obviously, yes, in the fall and winter, you can wear this one in the spring, and if you don't spray too much, I don't think there's a problem wearing this one in the summer. Have I tried Side Effect? I have not. That's another one that's on my list. Ultramall is so sweet. It is a sweet fragrance, but I mean, that's, at least to me, what I think really attracts people to it. Of course, this could be too sweet for somebody's taste, but I find that at least, the crowd I'm around, the high school aged kids, really enjoy this fragrance. Like if I wear this one to school, I will get people, walking up to me, telling me I smell good, asking me what I have on. Because it definitely is a more youthful DNA, but it's, at least to me, it's really good. And again, as I said, it's my top complimented fragrance of all time. What are my top 3 winter fragrances? I mean, this is just kind of going to be a guess because I haven't really tried. Haven't really tried, but, winter hasn't really come yet. So these are just kind of what I think are going to be my top winter fragrances. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to speak about fragrances when it's out of season. But we're just, kind of just now busting these out. The 3 that have really been on my rotation, though. City Rhythms, Martha's Vineyard. This is a beautiful fragrance. I'll grab the note breakdown right here. You get notes of black coconut, plum, orange zest, jasmine, orris roots, softwood, musk, tobacco, vanilla, driftwood. Really good, kind of powdery, sweet vanilla fragrance. You cannot go wrong with this one. Let's see. There's that one. Latafa Kamarakawa. This is a nice, cheap, sweet fragrance. You get vanilla, you get coffee, you get pralines, candied fruits, some white florals. And then another one, I mean, this is kind of a toss-up because I'm gonna wear all of these fragrances that I listed. These two I'm gonna be wearing a lot, and I mean a lot. Mancera's Instant Crush and Ultramall. I mean, I love them. They're good fragrances. They're good compliment getters, and they're just going to be heavy in my rotation. Sauvage Elixir 1, 67% to 33%. So, Ultramall, it's a good fragrance, but didn't end up winning. Have I seen Tyler Vitelli, my grandson? He might be on the live underneath this one, I think. My husband loves wearing Sauvage. Does he wear the original Sauvage or the Elixir like this one? Or does he wear the Eau de Parfum or Parfum? 2 sprays most with Sauvage Elixir. You can get away with one if you're going to be around people in like a small office or classroom setting. I won't lie. Last year, I did 3 sprays of this, and I went to class. And I only had one person complain about it, and it was one of my buddies, and he said it was just like a tad bit too strong. But also I was wearing a jacket, and I had done like I think 1, 2, and then like a spray down my shirt. And dude, through the whole day it was coming up through my freaking jacket. But yeah, I'd say like two sprays is good. And then, if you are going to be around a lot of people, yeah, maybe just 1 spray. What Comra do you like the best? I've only tried Kamarakawa, so I have to say that one. Xerjoff, I haven't tried much from Xerjoff. I've tried Trino 21. I've tried 40 knots. I've tried Luxor. I really liked 40 knots and Trino 21. Heard a lot about Kawa. You think you should buy Rayhan Terra or Kawa? Well, I've never tried Rayhan Terra. I can speak on Kawa. It's a good compliment getter. And it's a good budget gourmand for sure. So I'd say Kamarakawa is good for sure. You think Ultramall Sweet Diego, Mont Blanc Legend EDP for his Cool Water Elixir. I don't have Cool Water Elixir. Yes, Sauvage is very strong. Yeah, it's very, very strong. Even the EDT of Sauvage is crazy strong. Y'all, please drop a sub, drop a like if you guys have not already. I just did a giveaway at 4K. I gave away a bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. And at 5K, I think I'm going to be giving away a bottle, not this bottle, but a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarakawa. So if you guys are interested, you want to support me and eventually join my giveaway, please drop a sub, drop a like. That would be amazing. What's up, bro? Montrese, what's going on? How's your day going? Sauvage, already read that. Rayhan Terra, Dupa Amouage Outlands. Oh, yeah, that's right. See, I don't know, because I've never tried Outlands, so I can't speak on it. That's one of the clones I was thinking of getting if I were to get a clone, because I think it's probably the most well-known, not Rayhan clone, but Amouage Outland clone. Dior Elixir is summer. What about you? Dior Sauvage Elixir is not summer. No. Maybe Sauvage EDT is summer. Sauvage Eau Forte. Maybe Eau de Parfum, even Parfum. But not Sauvage Elixir. Because Sauvage Elixir is crazy strong. And when you look at the notes, those notes aren't really meant to be worn in the warm weather. Like, sure, it wouldn't be the worst in the warm weather, but as far as if you're looking at it, is this a warm weather fragrance? Is this a cool weather fragrance? It's more of a cool weather fragrance. Xerjoff, Trino 21, Italica, Nexus are all good. Yeah, Trino 21. I want to try Trino 24 because or is it 24 I'm thinking of, or is it 22? Whatever one, that's the mango one. I'm good. How's your day, bro? My day has been pretty good, Montrese. It's good to hear that your day's going well. Nutmeg and Sauvage Elixir is too strong to wear in the summer unless it's a cool night. Like, if it's a cool night, yeah, you could totally wear Sauvage Elixir. But if we're talking like, you live somewhere hot, you live somewhere that, has some humidity, No, Sauvage Elixir would not be the kind of fragrance you'd want to wear. Get some hose. So, first of all, I just like to say you don't even have your name on your account. This is a like a burner account. So you come in, you talk trash, and you don't have like anything to back it up. Second of all, I have a girlfriend, and me and my girlfriend have been together for over 3 years. We just passed our 3 year anniversary. So I don't know what you want me to say, buddy. Zerjov Purple Ascento 2021 a summer. I've heard Ascento is good. Chopped NGA. I bet you're probably white too. Bruh, some people are just like, I don't know, like I'm not like upset or I'm like, oh no, my God, he came in. It's like, what do people think is like gonna come out of it? Like, what? You're just gonna say a couple things and you're just gonna end up getting banned from anyone's channel. It doesn't even make sense. Here we have some really hyped up TikTok fragrances right here. We have Latafa Kamra Kawa. Whoa, that's not where I wanted to type that. Latafa Kamra Kawa going up against Latafa Kaid Al Fursan. Bro, come on. Kaid. I hate that YouTube just assumes I don't know how to type. Because Kaid, it does not want to let me spell Kaid. It just wants to autocorrect it to like Quakes. Bro. Let me spell Kaid. Let me spell Kaid. Kaid. There we go. All right, here we go. Did you fart? Yeah, I did. I just did actually. Black Friday, Bay, €70, have original. Put him in timeout for 24 hours. You can think about the crime he has committed. I just banned him, bro. Bamonchis, I appreciate it. Braven misspelled hose. Bro, exactly. He spelled it. What was that? It was H-O-S-E? Yeah, H-O-S-E, bro. He spelled that shit like a garden hose. Did I fart? Well, I don't know why I just read that again. Obviously, yes, I did. Is Imagination best fragrance for summers? Is just hyped up? Are there any better options? So, hold on. I need to talk about this real quick, and I'll come right back to this. Latafa's Kaid Al Fursan. This is a pineapple bomb. You get pineapple, you get some saffron, you get some woodsy notes, but primarily a pineapple bomb. And this one really, really surprised me. Like, I had heard people say it's good, and I regret waiting so long because I'd probably be on like my second or third bottle at this point. Latafa Kawa, cinnamon pralines, candied fruits, vanilla, coffee. Both of these fragrances are great. Both of these fragrances got, again, their fair share of hype. Latafa is really good at releasing good, cheap fragrances, and these two, at least to me, are two good, cheap fragrances. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. Is Imagination the best summer fragrance? So, I've personally smelled Imagination. I don't think Imagination itself is worth it, but I think the clones are definitely worth it. First of all, Kaid Al Fursan won 86% to, not Kaid Al Fursan, Kamra Kawa won 86% to 44%. Imagination, I don't feel like by itself is really good. Not that it's not good, but it's not worth it. It's not worth that $300. Full House is $80. It's going down in price. But around like $80 for the 100 ml. You kind of get that similar. Well, you don't kind of get that similar. You get that very similar citrusy, clean vibe. This one is maybe a little more heavier on the tea than Imagination. There's a really good Chinese black tea note in here. Aqua Dubai, this one, Extrait de Parfum, less than $50. I believe I paid like 54 for this 100 ml, but you can get a 2.5 ounce for well under $50. This one, still that similar citrusy, powdery, or not citrusy, powdery, citrusy vibe. This one has more of a expanded tropical vibe. Now, I will say, you can look at this one, you can kind of tell it's a nice kind of more tropical fragrance. It's Imagination, but with, I believe it has pineapple in it, but just kind of with a more expanded fruity vibe. So I think these two are really good. I don't think that there's necessarily one that I prefer over another. Look at this one, right? I got a big dent in this one. Look at this one, which keep in mind, I got this one. I've had Full House significantly longer than Aqua Dubai. I got a little decent sized dent in there. They're good. Again, I don't really think I could just sit here and say, well, this one's better than this one. Because they're both very good. Not a fan of Kite off Rasan. Why not, Willie? Messera Cedraboise, clone of Credaventus. Did I buy Amir Al Oud? Yeah, I've had Amir Al Oud for a while, actually. Latafa's Amir Al Oud Intense Oud. This is a clone of Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace. It's a good fragrance. That was the first fragrance I did a giveaway on. That's for sure a good fragrance. Woodsy kind of has this nice burnt bubblegum vibe to it. Marwa by Arabia Prestige is a great clone. I do want to try that one, but I've heard compared to the other clones, it doesn't last as long. Chief of DC, do you get good longevity and projection with it? Mont Blanc Legend EDP, please. Well, Viet, I have it, but I have the matchups made already. By the Fireplace, so good. Slaps Jazz Club around. See, and I was interested. I was not interested. I was let down with Jazz Club because, from my understanding, I thought Jazz Club was going to be like this super warm, boozy sort of scent, and it was just starts off more as a citrusy scent, and then kind of has this half boozy tobacco sort of vibe, but it's kind of a woodsy, citrusy scent, and it just was not at all what I was expecting. You know, I've heard people be like, it smells like you're in a bar. You know, it smells like you're in like a 1950s bar, right? You can smell the booze. You can smell like someone smoking a cigarette or smoking a cigar. And it was just citrus. I don't know. It was weird, dude. Only for cold weather, though. I like you. I love your videos. Hey, Juan, I appreciate that. Nah, Jazz Club is mid. I actually think they did By the Fireplace better than the original. Here's the thing, Montrese. That one outperforms and outprojects By the Fireplace on my skin. And I think maybe I prefer the slight differences in scent. I think the Amir Al Oud has a tad bit more of a bubblegummy vibe, which I like, honestly. What about Cuba Paris? Cuba Gold, that's a clone of Lamal, or not a clone, original fragrance that Lamal EDT kind of copied. It's a good lavender vanilla fragrance. Keen to try Mason Bubble Bath. I want to try Bubble Bath too. I want to try Lazy Sunday Morning. I think they have one called like In the Garden, one that's called like Under the Lemon Tree, something like that. I have tried Angel Share. It's okay. I don't think it's that good though. Here we have Rasasi Huas. You get some sugary notes, some aquatic notes. You get plum. This is a good clone of Invictus. Now, the only thing I will say, I'm kind of sad with Huas because a year or something ago, I was redoing my collection. I dropped it. So this happens to it, and I just have to put it back in. But Rasasi Huas, very, very good fragrance. Nice, sweet, bubblegummy sort of fragrance. You can't go wrong with it. Will, what's going on? Here we have Coconut Lagoon. Coconut Lagoon, apparently it's like a clone of Virgin Island water, but I don't really think it's a clone. I've heard a lot of people say it's kind of its own thing. With this one, you get watermelon, coconut, you get orange, you get vanilla. I believe caramel too, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just a super, super good, nice, sweet, clean coconut sunscreen sort of vibe. I truly don't think you can go wrong with either of these fragrances. Hawas won 71% to 39 or 29%. I mean, still a pretty good fragrance battle though. And Hawas, you really can't beat Hawas. Click the wrong clone. Hawas is better. That plum nut's very good. Montrese, have you tried Coconut Lagoon? Dude, that one of my best pickups. Well, I'm assuming you're saying you tried it if you're saying that Hawas is better. But Montrese, if you have tried it, what are your thoughts? And if anyone else has tried Coconut Lagoon, what are your thoughts on Coconut Lagoon? Because I genuinely think it's one of my best pickups of 2025. Hawas on my list too. Which two are the best? So here's the thing, right? I'm not going to hold you when I say this. I have the original Hawas. I have Hawas Ice. I have Hawas Tropical. I can't recommend two out of these three. I can recommend you all three. I can't just recommend you two, right? Now, I think the easiest way to put this is, as far as the original Hawas DNA goes, you should pick either the original Hawas or Hawas Ice. Hawas Ice is a tad bit more cleaner with this nice sweet green apple, whereas Hawass, the original, is kind of a little bit more outgoing, a little more in your face. So pick between one of these for the actual Hawass DNA. And then I would 100% say get Hawass Tropical. This is a clone of Paradise Garden. You get fig, you get coconut, you get tonka bean, you get some mint. Super, super good fragrance. But yeah, it's just the only bad thing is because the Hawass line is so good, I can't recommend just one. Or just two out of the three. But I don't feel like you need Hawass and Hawass Ice in your collection. You can definitely get away with just having one, but it is nice to have them. Have Coconut Lagoon's very good. Gave your little cousin Coconut Lagoon in the summer. He said he wore it almost every day. Yeah, dude, I was wearing that one like at least once a week. It's such a good high heat fragrance. I mean, a lot of people were saying it doesn't last long, doesn't project well. I would be like sweating my ass off in the heat all day, and I would still be able to smell it. Like, sure, I had to throw on 7 sprays of it, but it was a good fragrance for sure. Sauvage Elixir going up against Instant Crush. All right. You like Hawass Ice or Hawass better? I mean, again, it's really just a toss-up. Like, they're both as good to me. But I would say if you're going to buy one, buy Hawass Ice because you have a better chance at getting a good batch with Hawass Ice. There's that Hawass Fire, too. Yeah, I've heard about Hawass Fire, but I've never tried Hawass Fire. But, like, ooh, wait, hold on. Also, I totally forgot about this. I have a clone of Rasasi Hawass Elixir. Which if you're looking, so wait, I believe you said one for the warm weather. Okay, one for winter, one for summer. Go Rasasi Hawass Ice and go Rasasi Hawass Elixir. I think that's probably your safest bet. Hawass Elixir, this is a clone of JPG Elixir. And if you've ever smelled JPG Elixir in the opening, that's pretty much what this fragrance smells like through the opening and through the dry down. Very, very good. It kind of has that more kind of sweet, kind of syrupy, sweet vibe that the Elixir has in the opening. That's what I would say. I'd say go those two. You know, people just be talking Coconut Lagoon pushes very well in the high heat. Like, I don't know why so many people, they're like, oh my God, like, it doesn't last long. And, you know, something doesn't last long to people because it doesn't last like 10 plus hours. And it's like, dude, we've had this weird, like, overinflation of like longevity and projection. And it's really ever since like fragrance TikTok started pushing out because like, yeah, you know, you had original batches of Hawass and Avna 9 p.m. that lasted 12 plus hours, 24 plus hours. But it's like now if something lasts 6 or, you know, like 6 to 8 hours, it's not beast mode, which, I mean, I feel like anything above like 6 hours is pretty good, honestly. Like, I don't know if I'm just easy to please within fragrances, but if I can get 6 hours out of something, perfect for me. Perfect for me. Still hearing the stream, just watching Eagles versus Cowgirls. Diego, the Cowboys are going to beat up the Eagles. Hawass Elixir for winter. Yeah, Hawass Elixir for winter for sure, because it's a clone of Lamal Elixir, and Lamal Elixir is a more cold weather fragrance. I didn't talk about these two because I feel like, you know, everyone that's in here voting already knows what these smell like because I've been talking about them all throughout the live. Sauvage Elixir won 80% to 20% in that